Hey, what's up guys? MaximusBlack here, and today I'm going to be showing you the brand new AverMedia Live Gamer portable capture card. Now I have been using the PCI version, the last Live Gamer card from AverMedia, the one that you sort of have to actually put into your motherboard, but this portable device is exactly that. You can take it to an event with you, you can record your Xbox and your PS3, your Wii U, anything right on this device. And in fact, it actually has an SD port right in the card, so you can record directly to this and not just your computer if you wanted to sort of save your hard drive space or something like that. But take a look at this. I mean, this is just a sexy looking card, and they were actually nice enough to put my name on there, Jeffrey Maximus Black. It's got two HDMI ports. Obviously, it's an in and an out. There's an audio in and out, a component plug-in for the PS3 specifically, which I love because the previous version and other cards themselves, there's a copyright put in place in the PS3, so you can't actually record from it, but they actually give you the wires here and the connections to get around that. And also there's a USB plug-in on this as well, and that's actually how the device gets its power. So when you plug it into the computer, Record Central will come up, which is the software, and that's where you do all of your initial settings before you actually start your recording. Also, I just want to tell everybody that inside the box, I didn't show it in the video, but it comes with all the wires needed to do all of your initial recording, unless of course you wanted a longer HDMI, because the one they give you is relatively short. But besides that, you've got your PS3, your Xbox, USB, all that stuff, even audio plugs, everything is in there. You're good to go. So let's take a look at the software itself. So when you plug your portable device into your PC or laptop and you click the button in the middle, Record Central will come up. If you click on Capture and then Amateur, it's going to give you all kinds of different options. First, you're going to click on what device you're recording from. Is it going to be a console, a PC? You can actually record on one PC, but then dump the files onto another so you don't use up your hard drive. And of course, you can actually record directly to the card itself using the SD, which is great. So you could just sort of plug and play, take it to your friend's house, plug it in your Xbox, so on and so forth. Now you're looking at the video options. You can go right up to 1080p at 60 frames a second. You can do a very high bit rate, so the quality is great. So there's lots of options in here. Now I will say the program itself, if you're going under amateur and you've never done this before, it can be a little bit intimidating. So if you want to start off with the beginner options, look around that a little bit, and then when you get the hang of it, you can jump into amateur, and then you can really get into nitty-gritty, or you can go into the pro and really, customize your recording. Also, you can live stream right off this program. I repeat, you can live stream right off this. You do not need Xsplit or anything like that. There's an option in there where you can actually set it up. You can set your account right through Twitch TV and live stream right on the device. Now, there is some cons with that. You can't use a webcam, you can't use overlays, but if you just want to get up there, go on Twitch TV and have you playing your game, the option is there. So that's something to take note of. So what you're watching right now is the Xbox 360 being recorded from the device itself, and wow, it looks great. 1080p, high bit rate. One of the wonderful things about this card is the fact that it records in MP4, which means the files are super small, opposed to when you say we're using Fraps before. They were massive, right? They're like AVI files. You would record like a half hour of game footage, and next thing you know it, like 200 gigs of your hard drive is gone. No, not the case here. It's very light on your hard drive or your SD card, whatever you're deciding to record it to. Now, there is also an option to record it in a TS format. And to be honest, before I got to this device, I didn't even know what a TS format was, but essentially it's sort of like an MP4, but the bad thing about it is Sony Vegas doesn't pick up that file type. So that's something to take note of. So I wouldn't want you to record, say, 5 hours of footage in a TS and then you use Sony Vegas and then go, uh-oh, it's not actually picking up in the program. So I would suggest just using the MP4. Doesn't make a difference. I mean, MP4 looks great and it's easy to edit, so just keep that in mind. So what you're watching now is the Dead Space 3 on the PS3, and it looks very, very good once again in 1080p. Obviously, the video may have been dumbed down a little bit this whole video because, you know, I'm editing it as well and then compressing it again and then uploading it to YouTube. But wow, the raw files look great. In fact, this looks great as well. So you know you're really going to get a great quality record through this. Now let's talk about the pros of the card. One, it's portable. Okay, it's very light. You can take it to a convention center, your friend's house. You can record directly to the device. You can do it on your PC, so on and so forth. So that's really good. Also, the software is great. Record Central has come a long way since their last card, and actually it's the same software that is used now for all their products. So if you buy an AverMedia, the PCI card, you will use the same program. They have it all sort of intertwined with each other. Another thing is it actually comes with a 3-month free trial for Xsplit. That's a pretty big bonus. So you'll be able to test out Xsplit as well. And obviously the fact that it can do 1080p at 60 frames a second is probably the biggest selling point that there is. Also like the fact that when you're recording from your PC, that it takes the weight off of your PC and puts it on the card so that you can still enjoy your gaming experience on your computer without having everything sort of lag out or drop a lot of frames. Now, there is one thing that I do not like about this card, and it is not a deal breaker because I'd be saying the same thing about any other portable card, is the fact that when you're recording from your PS3 or your Xbox, there is a half a second delay. So if you're playing it, say, on your TV and you're live streaming the footage, there's going to be a half a second delay. Now, that won't be bad at all if you're not using your microphone. If you're using your microphone, then what you're actually saying while you're recording, the sound, your voice audio is going to be about a half a second off because the video itself lags through a little bit because you're connecting the device through a USB. Obviously, the video and everything has to, you know, go from one device to another, and that takes a very short amount of time. Now, with the PCI version of the AverMedia card, the previous one, its predecessor, you don't actually get that because it's direct into the motherboard. It's into your computer, and the card actually works as a monitor, and you don't actually do it through the USB. The USB just isn't fast enough. Now, there are ways around that, so don't get your panties in a bunch. It's okay. The fact that you can, when you're live streaming, you can actually set an audio delay by half a second through XSplit or OBS or anything like that, so you can work your way around it. But you know, it is a little bit of an inconvenience if you're live streaming. If you're recording and you're doing that with your microphone, there still is going to be that very small delay, but you're going to be editing the video regardless. So all you need to do is take that audio file, because the great thing about the program is you, like I said previously, you can record your audio on a separate file, and then you can just move it over half a second, everything's synced up, and then you just render, because you're going to be editing anyway, so it's not really an issue. But that's something that the only con, and I want to give you guys a completely unbiased opinion on this product, and that's really the only thing I see that I dislike, simply because I do a lot of live streaming and then I upload directly from Twitch TV to YouTube, and I don't like to do the whole editing process. But if you're just a YouTuber, or you just live stream for fun, or you don't use a microphone, you're not going to have an issue at all. And if it is the case, put on a half a second delay. Everybody's happy, and some people won't even notice it. But since I'm so like anal about that stuff, it just bugs me a little bit. So that's really the only con. So there you have it, guys. This is the brand new card. Run out and get it. All the links in the description below for the product itself, so you can go purchase it. Like I said, that's the only bad thing about the card, and everything else works flawlessly. So check it out, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm MaximusBlack. Peace out.